Yo, it's the Mallory Bros Podcast, episode 100.
Let's turn up.
Yes, sir. What's up, 100 episodes, man. I don't really have a number.
Nah, this our episode. This going to us. This is the Mallory Bros episode right here.
100 weeks. And this is my thing. It's bigger than, for me, it's bigger than this just being our episode 100. There's been plenty of podcasts that have 100 episodes or more than that. But we did this shit 100 weeks in a row. 100 weeks in a row. Never took a week off. Never, damn, y'all, the podcast not going to come out this Friday. We're going to try to do it again. Get with y'all next week.
Right.
We went 100 weeks. So it's more of a show of consistency. It's more of a show of persistence. It's more of a show of living down your word. It's so much more in this 100. And if you're watching the visual podcast, we wanted to kind of celebrate that a little bit.
Yes, sir.
You know, Terrance kind of went all out. And, yeah.
Yeah, man, I think it's definitely a milestone episode. 100. To do 100 videos, period, on anything, 100, write 100 papers, to do anything 100 times, I think is a milestone.
Yeah,
so to sit for 100 straight weeks, knowing that we got some people that are tuned in and have been tuned in for each of those 100 weeks, I just felt like I wanted to start with I love myself, because I feel like everybody should be proud of their self, because this isn't just me and Terrell sitting here. If y'all wasn't tuned in, I don't know if we would still be doing it. So, like, I look at it like a team thing, man. If it wasn't for the 9, I don't think that we would even have this. So,
Nah, for sure.
shout out to 100 straight weeks. We definitely wanted to start and stay on 100 weeks. I was going to ask you, Terrell, what do you think, or if you have a favorite episode of the podcast that you did? I know you might get to think about it, but
Aggressively Patient.
yes,
21.
100.
That's a great podcast. That's what we really started, like, talking for real.
Yeah.
Nissan Sentra is a great episode. I think that's like in the top, our first 10 episodes.
Yeah. The Heart-Shaped Herb.
Heart-Shaped Herb.
That was
a great episode. But then there's, of course, like Purposeful Life, 52. I love episode 93.
56 is Purposeful Life. A Purposeful Life
56,
is 56. Yeah,
my bad.
52 is
a whole year podcasting, yeah. Episode 52 was great. I Am a Revolutionary. I love that episode. The One Who Knocks, which is episode 93 we did 7 weeks ago. That's one of my favorite podcasts that we've done. But yeah, man, those would be my favorites. My bad. I know you got some favorites.
I only wanted to say episode 29, Happy New Year. That was one of the podcasts we did where we were shooting a podcast. We brought the New Year 2021 in on the visual podcast.
Yeah.
That's on Patreon if you want to see it. But to me, that was a special. That was episode 29. Y'all know I say when an episode have a 9 and it seemed like there's always some special shit. Bringing a New Year on that, I had the 9 sweater on. It was dope. I had the Skins hat. Like, it was just dope. It was a vibe. That one. Episode 81. I don't know the name of it. No, not episode 81. Episode 81, that was on my list for something else. But I had episode 29, that one I just said, and then 56, A Purposeful Life, is definitely probably my favorite one. What y'all don't realize about that episode of Purposeful Life is that was me and Terrell at complete odds about shit. Terrell was like buried in his shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to go full-fledged with this, and
I had already went.
You weren't out?
Yeah, I was.
You were not out on A Purposeful Life because you ended up Choose You as your episode, 61.
Oh,
Purposeful Life was 56. That was like 4 or 5 weeks before that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I liked 56 because me and Terrell are on completely different ends of that, and you can clearly see the difference between me and Terrell based on the topics that we was talking about, especially towards the middle end. And we were just spending some jewels in that one too.
Yeah. And can you believe that was like 44 weeks ago or something like that? 56?
Right. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy to think about.
It's crazy.
Know? I was going to ask you this. Did you have a favorite shirt or a favorite outfit that you wore for a podcast? Anytime you ever think about, damn, that was the best
I've looked on the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I always look rough on the podcast, and I don't give a fuck. The one...
Maybe this is only a me thing, because I be thinking about my looks, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you got a couple, Terrell.
I got a couple looks, but I don't really remember or could pick one.
I would say for me, I love that Christmas episode where I wore that black and white stripe joint. It was the episode. It was one of the first episodes we ever did with music. It's on our Patreon.
Oh,
that was the joint when we started with the let's take it down a notch. That joint.
Oh, yeah.
It was Christmas. Yeah, just put the Christmas tree right there.
And yeah, and you know what? That was one of the first episodes we did like this, right?
Yep.
And not upstairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
100. I think that was that Nissan Sentra.
No.
Nissan Sentra wasn't the Christmas
Nissan
episode?
Sentra was like episode 3, bro.
Oh, damn, you're right.
But toughest podcast to do?
Yeah, sorry, y'all. I couldn't think of my best outfit either. I'm sorry. I know I lobbied that question. I couldn't even think about it. I'll tell you the ones that I do like. The one where I...
The funniest one is the one where you had on a do-rag.
Well, I about to say, the one I had on the do-rag and the jacket, I was on 10. The one where I had the Kanye shirt on, I like that podcast. I like the... whatever.
Man, nobody give a fuck what you wearing.
You know, whatever. Talk about some faves. I said toughest podcast that you think that we had to shoot.
The one where you smashed the door.
That was when?
That wasn't even that long ago. That was like, had to be a couple months ago.
It was this day where I wore the
Terrance, it was a day where we argued crazy. Oh, yeah, that day. Oh, and I love the way I looked in that podcast. That was just a vibe.
See?
But
starting to fuck with what I'm doing. You see that, y'all?
But that was the toughest podcast we had to shoot. Between that one and the one we did when we fought in front of mom and dad.
And that was an early one. But
and
that
was an
one
early
you
one.
talking about is episode... Because I really want them to know.
So that they can be like, oh, this is the one where these niggas was fighting. Almost. Nah, it wasn't early, though. It was in like the 70s. Because we argued something crazy. I'll just give y'all a little backstory. We had disagreed on something. I don't know if we was arguing about cutting each other off or what topic it was, but all I know is that...
Oh, it's called She Loves Me Not.
She Loves Me Not. Yeah,
that was a tough...
And what episode? Not too long ago?
Episode 85, Ocho Cinco episode.
Okay, yeah. That was a rough... Y'all don't even know.
That was
the first
tough.
half of that episode is one way, and then the end, we ended up having to put on a smiley face and say, sit the fuck back down.
And we about to just
keep doing this shit. Let me tell you something about Terrance that's weird. He has these like he got so mad and smashed the door, broke a door in half on some what's the nigga that did UFC?
Rampage Jackson.
On some Rampage Jackson shit, he broke the door, and then was completely fine afterwards, like back to okay.
Go look at it, and I have it. And what the crazy thing is, look, y'all cameras rolling, so I have a video. But
that's what's going on documentary.
Door is fine. That door is fine. That's a door. That's a good sturdy door.
Nah, look, they motherfucking try to say that when they try to sell you the house.
But for real, honestly, Terrell was not letting me talk, and I told him, I said, all right, bet. This is what I don't like. I don't like when people stab you with words. And what that means by that is like, I was telling Terrell, I said, nah, you got it. I said, all right, you got it. I don't want to talk about it no more because it's getting ridiculous. Terrell was like, yeah, because you wrong. That's stabbing me with words to me.
Because
you doing that because you wrong. Because you know I'm right. He was doing all that. I said, let's just move on, Terrell. The nigga wasn't letting me talk. On some Django Calvin Candy shit, I took my hand and slammed it right here at Terrell. And I was like, can I fucking say anything? I was standing up.
This motherfucker.
We was in each other's grill. And then I went to the door because I'm not going to put I wouldn't touch Terrell. I went to the door and I just was like, this is my thing. This is what I said. What was I talking about? I know exactly how Will Smith felt when he smacked the fuck out of Chris Rock and he was walking back down the steps and fixing his jacket. Like, oh, all right, bet. That happened.
And you know what?
And I don't really think I lost my cool. I just think I was just like, yo, fuck this door right here.
Let me tell y'all something.
I didn't think the door was going to break like that. Like, it was like, damn, I'm a powerful nigga. I said, damn, I'm powerful.
You're a grown-ass man. And guess we got to pay for that? And y'all should see the video. I was like, you fucking idiot. You should be embarrassed. We got to pay for that. I was screaming at this nigga. Yeah. But look, Terrance likes to say always, this is what Terrance do. Terrance will be like, yeah, but you a bitch-ass nigga. Let's move on.
Whoa.
So now you got to live with the insult because he's ready to move on. And you don't get to respond.
That is petty as shit.
Nah, you a bitch-ass. Let's move on. But let's just move on. It's like, hold up, nigga. We not moving on.
Bottom line, She Loves Me Not, y'all. 85, that was a very tough episode, Terrell. And also, I was going to say, episode 81, Mallory Bros entered a COVID protocol. We both was doing a podcast with that Omicron or whatever y'all call it, Omicron. We was toughed on that joint.
We was hurt.
We was both positive. Ding with the mug. You know what I'm
no
saying?
bullshit.
Oh, look. Surprise for the podcast. Terrell doesn't know this, but we about to make some cookies live on the podcast. Believe it or not.
Terrance, what?
I'll show y'all the cookies that we gonna make. I said I could just put it on the pan, make cookies in the middle of the
Oh, God.
So then,
Terrance got some Toll House. We ain't about to do no cookie dough type shit.
regular chocolate chip cookies for the visual.
If y'all can't hear him, y'all can hear if he sounds far away. It's because he's over there. I got you. He got some Toll House cookie. Let me just tell y'all something. Terrance has been trying to make these cookies for the last 6-7 nights. You know how you just buy a pack of cookies if you got kids? This motherfucker buys, and now he's making hella noise. You know how you just buy cookies for the kids? This motherfucker bought cookies, and he would come to my room at 1 a.m. like, you think I should make them cookies? I'm like, motherfucker, it's 1 a.m. Why the fuck would you wait till 1 a.m.? But anyway, I guess he's making them now. I didn't know he wanted. Terrance, I don't think this is great for the people that's listening to the podcast.
All right, bet. Well,
just put the cookies in.
The people that are watching what I'm doing. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna put it in. I'm gonna just put them in. Dre, you supposed to be carrying this. Come on, one man show. Let's
My bad.
Talk about your favorite episodes. Talk about your favorite.
I'm marking it. But yeah, he's trying to do something different, and I think he kind of underestimated how long it's about to take for you to plate them cookies.
No, it ain't. I'm just gonna put them on it. I underestimated the fact that these bitches was melting and hot. I'm only gonna make a couple, and then
Do y'all remember when SpongeBob's grandmother made them cookies, and them motherfuckers had crack in it or something, and they was going crazy for them joints? SpongeBob and Patrick was selling they damn manhood for them joints.
That's how you about to be with these cookies. Hold up. All right, y'all. We got 8 minutes to pod before the cookies ready. Let's get it.
Soft ass niggas want to talk shit about people making cookies in their podcast.
But look, it will be the same hungry ass niggas. These joints fire, bro. Let me get another one.
All right, man. We got some shit to get to. It is Happy Kendrick Day to everybody. It is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. At this point, the Mallory Bros have already listened to this. We are recording this before the album comes out. We've already heard, and our reaction is on the way. Shout out to everybody that's been tapped in with us with the Patreon and got to see the Heart Part 4 reaction. I'm sorry, Part 5 reaction. And sorry for the ups and downs with that. I mean, they was not trying to let us live at all. We done got, but you know what? It just shows the power of the realest nine, man. Y'all literally crashed our Dropbox. Them motherfuckers won't even let us upload right now.
Yeah.
They said we had excessive traffic. And so, shout out to y'all. And I had to chef that joint a couple of different ways, but it's up there now. So if you don't have the Patreon and you want to see what we thought about that and or this new album, that's where it's going to be.
Yes, sir,
at
man.
least for the time being, for sure.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I'm super excited for it. The fucking album artwork just got me so hyped. I was like, damn, like this album artwork just looks like and look, we gassing it. He just looks like he's
But honestly,
ready.
bro, that album from the Crown of Thorns, from the iced out Crown of Thorns to the 38 revolver in his waistband, to his wife breastfeeding, to the
white tee tucked into the khakis and some LA shit.
Yeah, the spackled over the bullet holes in the wall, or could be.
Yeah.
The spackle over with the brown paint. It's just aesthetic. This reminds me of the I'm gonna be honest, and Jay-Z did Everything Is Love.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where it was like, it was just black. It just felt very black. To me, this feels very Compton. It feels like older Kendrick. And when you look at the Good Kid, Mad City cover, there's people holding Kendrick as a baby and their faces are blacked out.
Oh, so now
now it's like he's holding his baby, and they said this is his family.
Wow,
right
so that's really his lady right there.
Yeah.
And I was about to say, does Kendrick got him a Spanish, right?
No, I think she's light skinned. She could be Spanish, but I know she's light skinned. This is his wife right here. She been around though. She been around.
I'm not talking no type of shit. I was just asking. Cause I looked at his baby in his hands and I said, damn, his baby got like some almost like a Spanish look, But like she got like a little swirly hair up there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Man, Kendrick got 2 kids.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, I always love hearing that people have kids now. Not in my older age.
Man.
I feel like when I hear that people have kids, I'm like, hey, shout out to you.
And I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for kids too. So.
About to hit 30.
Whoever's next, get ready.
Get ready.
Ridiculous.
Was happy as shit to be next to each other. But
sick as shit. She did not want to be there that night. He's talking about Beyonce when they performed with Kendrick.
she was pregnant too.
She did that shit and went right home.
Pregnant with twins. Who you know that can do that? I'm sorry. But did you want to talk about the Heart Part 5?
100%.
Just before we even get into what we think the album's going to be, because at this point we done already heard it.
Based on what we got from the Heart Part 5,
yeah.
I said the Heart Part 5 is a brilliant boosting track that will prepare us for this new album. And I think that track is definitely, one reason why I said boosting is because it just gave me just this Kendrick readiness. Now I'm just ready. Now I'm okay, bet. We were talking with John Denton on John Denton's platform about how, like, if Kendrick were to come with something else, like if he would have came with like this little jazzy intro or like a little snippet, sneak peek, something like that, if he didn't come as hard as he did with the Heart Part 5, I don't think that the anticipation for this album would be as big as it is now. Yeah. I think that one song sent waves through the industry. Like, all right, bet, we all ready for Friday.
For sure. And I think the way I felt listening to it, understanding what Kendrick brings when it comes to instrumentation and stuff like that, it just felt like I was back somewhere that I hadn't been in a long time. It's almost like when you watch Toy Story again and you like, damn, I watched this shit when I was fucking 6. Yeah. Like, I don't know if anybody ever did that. One day I was in I think I was in a motherfucking Jiffy Lube.
How was you in the Jiffy Lube? This nigga's capping.
What's Jiffy Lube?
Jiffy Lube is the place where you get a oil change.
Yeah, so I was in the Jiffy Lube in the waiting joint, and this lady was like, sit down with her kid, and they had Toy Story on. And I remember feeling like, look at them watching this shit that I watched when I was little. Then I found myself watching that joint. Yeah. But that's kind of how I felt just hearing Kendrick again. It's been 5 years. Even though we heard him on like the Baby Keem joints and here and there, to hear him on some shit that's his, The Heart, knowing we got an album coming and now we got artwork, man, I'm excited.
I told Terrell, I said, I get goosebumps every single time I hear it. Like, it's not like just the first time goosebumps. Like,
The Heart?
Yeah, every time I hit a Part 5, I'm getting goosebumps every single time that I hear it. Like, the Marvin Gaye I Want You sample, just so fire. I'm sorry, I got Marvin Gaye's greatest hits on my vinyl player, my record player. That's one of my favorite in my collection. Fire track. And y'all know when that bridge comes, the culture, and that part comes, I said, oh, this nigga's back. This nigga's fucking culture.
And they were talking about how hard it is to get Marvin Gaye samples. Bro, Marvin Gaye, his camp has gone after everybody. You cannot just get Marvin. You can't get Marvin. Remember what happened when
had to pay for that
Robin Thickenham, Pharrell.
Robin Thickenham.
They was going through it, trying to get that sample clear. So that was dope.
Let's talk about real quick the video, though. One thing I wanted to say about the video, this man, Kendrick Lamar, can perform.
For sure.
I felt like if you look at the video, we don't really see a cut. That looks like one take.
It is one take. It is.
You know what I'm saying? And people were talking about how the words were fumbled.
He was fumbling a little bit.
He was fumbling his words. What I was telling people, though, look, to be that dude who said Kendrick is actually the heartbeat. Look, me trying to cap for Kendrick, I was like, the words are off because he's switching people. So the words,
hell no.
Yeah, right. But look, I was gonna say like what we don't realize is this is what I wanted to say. The first time that we see Kendrick Lamar, and Terrell's gonna go get the cookies.
All right.
The first time that we see Kendrick Lamar after 6 years, we don't see him with a gold chain. We don't see him with like some platinum. We don't see him like as this rapper living this lavish lifestyle. The very first time you see this nigga, he got his arms folded. He looks worried as fuck. He's looking off to the side. He's got his hair not even done. His hair is just like clearly just not been done. He got a white tee on and a bandana. Like, Terrell, we talk about this all the time about like losing your relatability. This man, Kendrick, after 6 years, the Heart Part 5 looked like he was straight out of the pandemic. Just like us. I was saying, damn, this man looks stressed like the rest of the world. And for that man to be speaking about the culture, y'all don't realize that the image, what we saw, how he was dressed, how he looked, the way he was acting, the things that he did, man, that all ties into, you know what I'm saying, the art of that song. If y'all just think about that, you know what I'm saying? The visual, I feel like is the most pivotal part of it. I think when you watch it, you feel a lot different than when you listen to it. But
Nah, for real. And you know what I did want to say about the like him with the t-shirt on, and I took the cookies out there over there. They're gonna get nice and.
You look like you took them out way too soon.
Let them settle. You can go check, but they're done. You supposed to leave them like that unless you want them to be super crunchy.
I don't want
nobody want
them
no
to be
crunchy
doughy.
ass. Don't nobody want no crunchy ass cookie, Terrance.
Don't nobody want no doughy ass cookie, Terrell. Cookie dough ass cookie. We sitting there eating raw cookie, sitting there in the toilet later.
Whatever. Hey, this is what I did want to say though. If
You took them cookies out too early, Terrell.
Come on. You sound like Uncle Elroy.
Yeah.
But if you look at Kendrick in the video on the heart, he was in that white tee, his hair is out. If y'all remember his last project, Damn, he has on a white tee, his hair is done. He's in front of a burgundy brick wall.
Wow,
So it's
yeah.
almost like this is still that same guy from that last album, but he's in a completely different space.
Yeah, it's almost like he's the same guy. Wow, yeah, wow. I didn't even notice that.
And if you think about what he said, and then look, he has on a black bandana. If you look at the Damn alternate cover, what's the collector's edition cover? He no, he doesn't have on the. No, it's in the book. It's in the fucking book where Kendrick has on a black bandana around his neck. So this is all elements of the same thing. And if you think about the album Damn, what it's about, is it wickedness, is it weakness? You know what I'm saying? I walk up to the blind woman, she kills me, but it's really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then what he's talking about in the song is crazy. It's honestly crazy, and you can break it down. I just hate the fact that people are reaching like fuck.
Yeah.
Kendrick's acting like the heart. You've never seen him beat like that before. He did that shit in the I video. He did that shit that's what he does. Y'all are reaching. He never said
if you've
this.
seen Kendrick perform, you've definitely seen him do that bounce.
It's the same thing as people that was saying that the Donda chant was his mother's heartbeat, and they came out and said, no, the fuck it was not. You niggas are reaching.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But I do have a question for you. What do you think about the people? Some people have this take, right? Because we're Kendrick fans, and some people aren't, super high on Kendrick.
Yeah.
So there's a take out there, and I want to see what you thought about this. They said if Joyner Lucas did the same thing, y'all would have clowned him for it. If Joyner Lucas would have did the exact same thing, y'all would have clowned him. But since it's Kendrick, y'all letting it slide.
That's like LeBron doing a 360 layup and saying, if it was Andrew Wiggins, y'all would say, you know what I'm saying? Look, if it was Draymond, y'all would clown him, but since it's Bron.
If it's the same dunk, y'all wouldn't feel the same. That's what they say. I don't feel that way. I love Joyner, especially some of his new shit, but
concept-wise, we might.
Terrance for sure would have clowned. When I saw that, I said, Terrance for sure would clown Joyner.
I would not.
Terrance, you would.
I've been for every Joyner Lucas joint since the I'm not a racist joint.
When Joyner did the joint, Terrance, no, you have not. When Joyner did the joint where he was like, take Nipsey, take Eric Holder, give us back Nipsey.
Oh, I didn't fuck with that.
He was speaking prospectively from.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Joyner Lucas did it exactly how you niggas would do it to where we would not fuck with it. If Joyner Lucas did it that way, it's different.
See, people not being honest.
This man, and I was just getting ready to say, him speaking from the perspective of Nipsey Hussle, I feel like y'all don't understand that Nip and Kendrick did dedication. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like this man didn't already know him. You know? I'm at the top politicking with, I'm at the awards politicking with Top Nip and Snoop. Damn. Pops looking how far we grew from dedication. Like, that was a real thing. So, like, getting that from Kendrick, and I don't know if y'all noticed that the Nipsey Hussle camp wanted so bad for Nip to do dedication. Like, do the video for dedication with you and Kendrick. Because if you a Nipsey Hussle fan, dedication is if you were doing a Nipsey Hussle versus, dedication gonna come towards the end. Like, this gonna be one of the last joints. Like, but I only said it to say that friendship, knowing how real it was and how raw they were in hip hop, to see him speak from Nipsey's behalf was like closure we were getting that we didn't even ask for. And we could accept it because Kendrick Lamar is Kendrick Lamar. That's why I say saying Joyner Lucas, if it was Joyner Lucas, well, what has Joyner Lucas done like Kendrick Lamar? This nigga Joyner Lucas is he's a great rapper. I'm not hating on him. I'm not even gonna go ahead and hate on him. But we know the type of artist that Joyner Lucas is versus Kendrick. I don't think that's fair. That was a take that I saw that made me go, I wouldn't fuck with this if it was Joyner. Like, I know myself wouldn't probably fuck with it, but only because Joyner has he has saturated himself with the homages and shit. That's a ridiculous take. This man, Kendrick Lamar, said, whatever. When this man, Kendrick Lamar, fucking jumps and turns into Will Smith and says,
hurt people, hurt other...
A culture will hurt people, hurt more people, fuck calling it culture. The goosebumps that I have when I see it.
If Joyner did it,
Joyner wouldn't do it. That's like saying, if Draymond would have dunked from he wouldn't. He's not that type of player.
But you know what it take, the people that was making, I'm just playing the
Let's go, Boston. We up 3. Turn up.
Playing the devil's advocate. If they were saying, look, are you saying that Joyner couldn't also do...
I know you talking like...
My man Ice from the Joe Budden podcast. Shout out to Ice, because you know what? I like the fact that some people do feel a different way about it, because it gives, it creates good conversation. And as opposed to me just being like, nah, fuck that, I said, you know what? This motherfucker got a little bit of a point, because he's talking about people like me. Yeah. I am niggas that wouldn't fuck with it if it was Joyner doing this. Yeah. It would be like, oh, here go Joyner Lucas with another video that comes out without anything else. But since it was Kendrick and it was the heart and we hadn't got it before, and honestly, the subject matter, if y'all really go back and listen to the track and just think about what he's saying while you see those faces, when you see OJ, when you see Jussie Smollett, Juicy Smollett, then you'll really, you really like, it's a completely different experience. But it also is Kendrick's life. Yeah. It just is all parallel to them as well. So,
just to wrap up the Heart Part 5, I was going to ask you, does the Heart Part 5's greatness that we all love it right now, does the greatness of the Heart Part 5 go away if this album is not good?
No. I think, let's say he puts out an album that is received the way Untitled Unmastered is. Yeah. Untitled Unmastered isn't the most revered Kendrick project. Mm-hmm. It's not even really an album. It's just kind of like a little EP that he put out. But it wasn't received the best. Yeah. I don't think that takes away from the Heart Part 5. Yeah. I think the Heart Part 5 is like when what do they call it? When you read a book and that first little chapter about the author writes and then you get the actual book? Yeah. It feels like that. What is it? Epilogue, something log?
Preface.
Prelogue, intro. Prelude, whatever.
Shout out to my folks that skipped the intro. We getting straight to chapter 1. Let's get it.
I definitely skip that shit. Except if I'm reading a book on leadership.
Right, because you read a certain book in chapter 1, they be like I said in the intro, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Doubling back.
Yep. But yeah, I don't think it would affect.
Me neither. And look, I'm excited to see what y'all think about this new album dropping, man. I watched y'all see the Weeknd drop one of the best albums of the year so far. And I watched everybody kind of like sleep on that. So I think as far as this album, let's not be too quick to like judge it before we understand it like we did the Weeknd joint, because we dealing with an artist here who is layered. I don't think that Kendrick, if you listen to the Heart Part 5 right now, if you heard it however many times you did, you probably might hear something that you didn't even know. Or you might be able to catch some shit that you didn't know. So like,
yep. And for all of my people that like to do parlays and bets, and all of us that kind of like to guess first week numbers, I'm going to put Kendrick at 321,000 units. Yeah. That is my Powerball number submission first week. And the reason why is because I think he's going to do very well. I just don't think he's going to I don't think he's going to do 600K like some people do. Mm-hmm. I don't even think he's going to do 450.
600K.
I could be very wrong though. Yeah. But if I had to like bet, I would probably do 321. If I lose money, I lose money. But that just seems right. Yeah. Only because Donda did 363. Matter of fact,
K-Dot going to do 400K plus.
I don't know, bro.
He is.
We waited 2 years for Donda. And that joint did what? 363, and that was heavily anticipated. And I think this is kind of the same. We haven't seen him in 5 years. Well, yeah, but when you quiet, that don't always bode well for you.
Yeah.
No promo, no single. Now we got The Heart, which is dope, but it is Kendrick, though. He's kind of an anomaly, or we're going to see if he's an anomaly with this album.
Yeah. I'm excited for the album. Shout out to everybody who's checking out the album. List your favorite tracks in the comments. I definitely wanted to say that. List your favorite tracks. Let us know what tracks y'all want us to get into, or you looking forward to seeing from us. Turn up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, the cookies, though. I do want to show that. Terrell doesn't really care about the cookies, but...
I don't see why you chose the podcast to do cookies.
Because this is a special episode, bro. And honestly, you kind of fucked this. This is ridiculous.
Terrance, nah, those look good. That's how cookies are supposed to be done.
Check it out for the pod. Terrell took the joints out too soon. Terrell, nah, look at that shit.
Nah, Terrance, that's how you want them. You want them fall in a pot like that. That's exactly how you want them. So Mother's Day was Sunday. Mm-hmm. And we had a pretty dope Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, we did.
I would say.
Shout out to Terrell. This man was on the grill heavy.
Yes, sir. And we actually did some vlogging, man. So hopefully, I'm gonna say this on the podcast to try to put the steam on us to get a vlog out.
Yeah, 100.
But woke up on Saturday morning. Mind you, Mother's Day was Sunday. Woke up on Saturday morning. No, matter of fact, let me rewind to Thursday. I put my crab order in. Shout out to everybody in the DMV that eat Maryland crabs. Put my crab order in on Thursday because real ones know that Mother's Day line on the weekend be something serious. So if you want to get large males or some decent sized females, if you know, pause if you don't know what I'm talking about, this crab sizes.
Decent sized females.
You gotta make sure you put your order in early or get in that line early. So I put my crab order in on Thursday, picked them bad boys up Saturday morning, went to the grocery store, got chicken, all types of shit to put on the grill, and I went to my mother's house and cooked for her, did some barbecue. I make a crazy barbecue chicken. Y'all have no idea. But I make a crazy off-the-grill barbecue chicken.
Nah, that shit was fire. He almost set the house on fire, but...
I make my own barbecue sauce. Make my own barbecue. Don't listen to Terrance. I almost make my... the grill was acting up. But I make my own barbecue sauce.
How do a grill act up?
That motherfucker, or anybody that grill knows that sometimes the shit get to be a little too fire. Literally. But I lost a few pieces of chicken, I did. But barbecue for, and then Sunday, we took her to a real nice brunch. Out Arlington.
Arlington, yeah.
Out in Arlington.
Shout out my sis Candace. She definitely playing that. And she playing that ahead of time, so.
Mm-hmm. Terrance went all out with the gifts. Weekend.
Yeah. Didn't really go all out with the gifts. It was a gift. You know how you got to kind of take care of the fam? You getting the gift for everybody?
Mm-hmm. Terrance got all of us. From all of us.
This is from everybody. Yeah, but look, my mother really enjoyed it. Shout out to Terrell for getting the crabs, man. That was the first time I had crabs at least for this season.
This season,
since last year. And it was just a dope-ass day. You know what I'm saying? Crabs, the cookout food, even though it was raining a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to give a special shout out to all of the mothers that are listening to the podcast that tune in every week. Some of them young, some of them a little bit older. Happy Mother's Day. Hopefully you enjoyed. And then a special shout out to those who may have lost their mother recently or might not have ever met their mother or don't have that relationship. You're not forgotten. We still love you. We still fuck with you. We didn't forget about you. You know what I'm saying? Just a good day. Good recap
still
on
celebrating y'all moms too. And shout out to all the new moms too that celebrated. A lot of people celebrated their first Mother's Day or got a baby on the way.
Mm-hmm. Turn up.
Shout out to y'all, man. The journey for y'all is getting ready to be very colorful. So
have fun with the baby. Because I don't think you're ready for that 2 age.
That terrible 2s and 3s. See, look, 2s is 3s. Man, when we have kids and we start podcasting, they ain't gonna want to listen to us.
Right, had a baby right here.
Yeah. No way.
Kinda.
But
I already basically got a kid in it.
Nah, no, you don't. You don't even have to feed me. You could just put the food down.
This is what people do. Terrance, I don't know why it's a popular thing to shit on people and how they treat their animals.
Terrance, you don't have to.
Like it's a popular thing amongst your family to be like, you don't give a fuck about that dog. You don't give a fuck about that guinea pig.
This is the thing. This is what I'm saying.
How you know if I fucking give a fuck about this guinea pig?
I'm saying, look, you don't even have to walk me. She can do the bathroom alone. You don't gotta change no diapers. You don't gotta prepare a bottle. All you gotta do is put pellets down, make sure the sand is fixed.
Sand? Somebody get this nigga up out of here because obviously he doesn't have a cat. What's he talking about sand? What's he talking about?
You look like you eat sand.
That video funny as shit. Meanwhile, what you look like, boy? This nigga look like a cup of Sunny D. You know how the Sunny D is the bottle is this and then the top is blue? This nigga looks smooth like a Sunny D.
Okay, look at what you, boy. Dirty ass. Look at this dirty ass shirt.
Oh, damn, the cookies.
That ain't cookies. What is that? Nasty mouth ass. Look at this shirt.
What could I have done? Y'all let me know if this been here the whole time.
It's been there the whole time.
It has?
I don't know. But you ain't just do it.
It has? I don't know.
But on the heels of Mother's Day, we did lose Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, man. That was May 5th. We lost Kevin Samuels to a cardiac arrest. I feel like that was kind of some of the craziest news of the week. And it spawned some of the craziest reactions that we've seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just a little bit of backstory. He was 56 years old. If you don't know who he was, he had a very controversial platform in which
he gave dating advice.
He gave dating advice, and it was very honest, very controversial at times.
His delivery was very harsh.
Mm-hmm. Before the confirmation of his death, there was so much celebration by a lot of people who didn't agree with his controversial takes. And naturally, when you lose somebody or when somebody passes away or if they get in an accident or anything happens, the people that don't fuck with them or don't like them will come out. Just for example, Nipsey Hussle I use all the time. When Nipsey Hussle passed away, there was a lot of people in the LGBTQ community. Well, I'm not going to just pin that all on y'all, but there was people who said, yo, he was homophobic. People tried to say that. Because, if you use certain words back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, there were people who would be like, damn, he died, but I've never seen it at this height, though, with Kev,
No, yeah, for sure.
With that example, that was small, but with this, it was like, damn, it seemed like this man was a fucking villain.
You would think he killed people or was responsible for murder. And what's crazy about it is Kevin Samuels, and most of the celebration, we could just be honest, it came from women. Kevin Samuels' whole platform, he gave very harsh advice to men for 3 years before he ever talked about anything regarding women and relationships.
Yeah.
He's always been that way. A lot of people didn't like his delivery. I didn't like his delivery. I didn't always think what Kevin Samuels was saying was wrong. It's just the way he would deliver whatever message he was trying to send was very harsh. It was not the nice way that a lot of people wanted to hear it. Yeah. I don't think at all, outside of how I feel or how anybody, I can't tell anybody to be okay. If you felt offended by Kevin Samuels, right, and some of the things he said, and you really don't care that he passed away, that is completely fine for you to feel that way. There's people on this earth right now that if something happens to them, I would not give a fuck. Most of those people are responsible for killing people, not just saying shit on the news. Like, I hate Ben Shapiro. I hate Kellyanne Conway. Some of these people that have clearly said racist shit, I hate them. But I would never rejoice or be happy or post gifts of people praise dancing if I heard that one of them died. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just wouldn't do that. I might not get on my platform and give a whole bunch of RIPs because I didn't necessarily rock with them. Yeah. And that I think it'd have been cool if people would have just, if you didn't rock with them, I get it. But I just think even the people that said, I didn't really like his opinions and he passed away, and I'm not really concerned, but RIP. Yeah. That would have been okay. But the pure celebration to me was foul. That's just to me though. Y'all don't have to agree with me. I just think celebrating anybody's death that didn't kill anybody, that literally had a opinion that was halfway true, he just had bad delivery. I think celebrating that person dying is fucked up. Not caring is fine. Celebrating is fucked up.
It seems like when one thing happens, it can be it can spawn a wave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was telling Terrell, with all of these people reacting this way, it makes other people feel vengeful about it. So now there's people who sitting back and saying, okay, y'all want to laugh or y'all want to praise this, huh? Now when we lose somebody, they cannot even be watched. If we lose somebody and they're not even on that same energy as Kev, you're going to see a lot more people speaking this way. Yep. Imagine if somebody said, fuck fishermen, fuck them. They want to be out on a boat fishing, fuck them motherfuckers, they're lame. And all fishermen are like, fuck this dude. Even, you know what I'm saying? it's cool, but it's like if that person normally were to die, the fishermen wouldn't come out and be rejoicing and we going to get on our boats, we going out. You know what I'm saying? Because people still have like a certain respect for like life.
Yeah.
But I feel like now with this happening, we're going to see even at small levels, you're just going to start seeing less and less respect for like death. Even when people die, it's like people are because they're behind that computer. I've seen some crazy things behind people dying.
Nah, for sure.
So,
well, people just start making jokes instantly.
Are we headed for this reckless way of living? I feel like we already live real selfish in this world, y'all. Let's keep it a hundo in the world we live in. We live in a world where everything is cool. Everything is accepted. That's because we're not really living in a world of what's right and what's wrong, what's logical, what's not. We kind of like accept a lot of stuff. So my thing is like, damn. Not trying to, well, I'm going to stay on this.
You stay on it. I think what you're saying, I think we already there. I think we are already living that way, and I think that's why the response was the way it was. I think when you think about it, honestly, outside of the Kevin Samuels death, if you think about it, bro, when he died, you didn't feel like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that itself is problematic, you know? And so I think, like, when I heard that Kevin Samuels passed away, it was like they were saying Kevin Samuels died. It was like, what? And I'm just scrolling, but I don't have that same stomach drop shot. Maybe it's because I'm not that big of a Kevin Samuels fan. He wasn't really my guy. Some people have been listening to Kevin Samuels since 2014.
Yeah, my boy Rashad been listening to Kevin Samuels since 2014. When Rashad was here.
When he was giving it strong, that harsh advice to broke-ass niggas.
One of the first things Rashad ever told me about, back when I first met him in 2014, he was like, bro, you got to watch this dude named Kevin Samuels. He was like, he going to get you right. And I'm like, oh, all right, bet. Never checked him out. Back then,
end up hearing about him down
down the line, it ended up coming around.
But like I was saying, it just seemed like now when people die,
yeah,
we're kind of desensitized. You could get online, get on Facebook, or get on even on Instagram or Twitter, and see people getting shot, killed in the street.
Yeah,
you just see death. It just happens, and so I do think we already kind of getting there. I think now people are so desensitized to it that now when people they don't like from a fan level pass away, they're doing shit.
And now we shitting on them.
Now it's,
And I think the respect level is going down. That's the thing that scares me. But just another thing, just to kind of segue, just to kind of talk about how things happen and start up. Dave Chappelle, that happened after that last week's podcast. Dave Chappelle was on stage and got tackled by some random fan who had like a fake gun, a fake whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not really talking about, like people were saying, where was the security and all of that? I mean, nobody's thinking about, I don't think that there is security around that can act faster than someone running on stage.
Look at what happened with the girl at the Grizzlies game, though. She tried to run on the court, and that dude was right there.
But my thing is that a comic stand-up where you're the lone guy in the middle of the stage, it's not like you're going to have security there.
Nah, but you know what, Terrance?
Have security by the steps or something like that. Like,
or somebody should be backstage or, right off stage just in case.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle is the type of dude that will put a stool in the middle of a city. Remember that stand-up he put on his Instagram? He just put a stool out in the middle of a city, told people to show up. People came out that joint with masks on, sat on benches, and he did a special. So I don't think he's thinking about it maybe like that. They said that they tried to say, oh, this was the same security from Astro World. I don't know.
The way
Bottom line, it was fucked up.
And the way that I feel like he does comedy is just so dope. I was going to ask you, do you think that that's the end of stand-up? Do you think stand-up comedy is coming to an end because of the danger of motherfuckers not giving a fuck?
I don't think that's the end of stand-up comedy. Because that dude they said that dude was a Trump supporter and whatever. I don't even think Dave Chappelle said something that ticked him off. Well, we don't know why he went up there and did that.
Yeah.
But it will be also, we can't act like there is no such, I don't believe in coincidence. So the fact that Will Smith did what he did, such and such happened, it happened with T.I. and that girl.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened with them. They were just up there arguing against each other, and then he was up there, he tried to snatch the mic from her. But I mean, I don't think it's the end though.
Yeah.
I think they just need to also, it is a reality check though. People not gonna sit around and let you be disrespectful to them just because you think it's comedy.
You think Will Smith started it?
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, I mean,
giving people the confidence to go up on stage.
Will Smith saw disrespect from a joke and didn't just sit back and say, "Oh, that's a fucked up joke. I'm not laughing." He took matters into his own hand and went up there and slapped him. And I do think people that feel disrespected, Dave definitely got to be careful. Dave has joked about this in his last couple of stand-ups, saying, "I be watching my back." Remember, he was like, somebody came up to me in a bar and said, "You know they looking for you, right?" It was like a pronoun joke. I probably shouldn't say it, but he's joked about people
maybe wanting to hurt him
behind his joke. So I think he knows. But like Cat Williams said, if you can't adapt, then you're not a real comedian. If you have to thrive on picking on motherfuckers in the audience, if you that person that get on stage and be like, "Look at this motherfucker right here, he got this purple hair, he look like he ugly." If you that person, you just gotta be ready in case some other nigga come up on the stage and slap the shit out of you.
I think comedy is gonna survive. I personally don't think it's the end of stand-up comedy. I do think it's gonna be the start of a little bit more of a secure comedy and less of an open.
Yeah, and that's I know how comedians feel, because back in the day you could say whatever and it's comedy. You know what you sign up for when you come to the theater. These are gonna be jokes. Will did kind of fuck that up.
Yeah. Or I like this outlook. Now you actually have to be funny. You know, you can't just rely on trying to rag on somebody in the audience. And I feel like Will Smith, this is gonna be the small ripple waves of what he did. But I think the big waves you're going to see change is people getting up on that Oscar stage and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Making those jokes.
I went to see Doctor Strange on Thursday last week.
Mm-hmm. Multiverse of Madness.
That joint was, yeah. And honestly, it wasn't what I'm going to just keep it 100. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I thought they sold us a specific movie in the trailer that we did not get in the theater. Shout out to whoever tweeted that, because that was spot on. When you look at the trailer, you're like, "Oh, bet we about to go and see Doctor Strange. He gonna have an evil evil side. Yeah, you got to figure out how to beat himself. You know what I'm saying? You think him and Wanda gonna be like on?
Damn, I haven't seen it.
Bottom line,
that didn't happen.
I just didn't. It felt dated. It didn't feel fresh to me. But. I mean, it's still a Marvel film. They still did numbers. They said they're $450 million. So it is what it is. But you know one thing that set me off?
What?
The fucking Elvis trailer before the movie. Have you seen that Elvis trailer? They coming out with a movie based on Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
In the trailer, they got this motherfucker Elvis sitting down. Hold on, are you switching the topic to the Elvis trailer now? Yeah, because I don't really have much to say about Doctor Strange. And you didn't see it, because Terrance never goes and sees the movies that I see. It's almost like if I see it before Terrance, he won't go also see it.
That's not true. This nigga has a girl and they going to see the movie the night it comes out. I still got time to see it.
Anyway, they making a movie on Elvis, Brody. And in the trailer, they got Elvis sitting there, look, stressed out, watching TV. Right? And on the TV is Martin Luther King was assassinated. And they got him look, oh my goodness. And his manager's like, this isn't work. Don't worry about this. This has nothing to do with us. And he was like, this has everything to do with us. And they have him like give so much of a fuck. I was so pissed off in the theater saying, I can't believe these motherfuckers are getting ready to do this. Because Elvis said, a nigga can't do nothing for me but shine my shoes. Ask any black person about that. We all remember that. So y'all gonna say that, okay, so I guess the black people that said that was lying. I guess he felt that way. And then also,
he felt different about MLK. He felt like MLJ was magic black.
Who plays Chuck Berry in the movie? I didn't see him in the cast. Anyway, that's my movie rant.
Yeah, when does he see Chuck Berry on TV and said, how he do that? How he do that?
Right. Anyway, that's my movie rant. But
he didn't get it from him. You haven't seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
You know that's based on a true story. Me and Terrell have a birthday coming up this weekend.
Yes,
believe it or not, Sunday, May 15th is a special day. It's a you know what I'm saying? To me, it's a holiday. It's the Two Kings' birthday.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to bring this up because it was something that I was thinking about not long ago after I saw that movie. What's the name of that movie? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I ended up watching on Earn Your Leisure's YouTube channel. It was like King Talk, or y'all, if you watch it, then you know what I'm talking about. But it's like a podcast, like they call it like King Talk, Next Level Conversations or something like that. And it was basically talking about how time wasn't real. I'm not gonna go down that big rabbit hole, but on the sense of birthdays, it just made me think about how your birthday speeds up your life. Did you know that? Or you might not have ever realized that. But like if you know what I'm saying? If you're so focused, you ever be somewhere and it's like y'all got 1 hour left, right? Like say, I mean, we was in driving school. This is my best memory of that. Driving school was so boring.
Yeah,
I was watching the clock the entire time. Like, and it was 6 hours or some shit like that.
No, it was like 6 to 9.
It was bad, yeah, 6 to 9.
It was just like a long ass 3 hours on Tuesday and Thursday or some shit.
And it's nothing worse than when a motherfucker it's 6, 7 o'clock, and they say, okay, so we're gonna get into this now, and then a little later, hey, look,
oh God,
this is a little later. All of this you about to get to right now. Anyway, the same sense of that when you watching that clock. If you think about that last hour, think about how productive you are in that last hour. This is a very small example, but like you sitting there looking at the clock, you might do your work, you muddling around, and then you look at the clock. And my thing is like the same way that we do that in that sense, we do it on a grand scheme with our birthday. Your birthday comes around, and based on whatever the number is, you think about where you're supposed to be in your life. Yep. What I was going to ask you is this. Imagine if you never, ever celebrated your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Think about mentally how you would feel. You would feel like a god. You know how they say, this man lived for hundreds of years. It's like, how the fuck do you know? Were y'all saying happy birthday? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no bullshit.
The great night of, you know? I feel like back then where they say that gods and men would live for hundreds of years, it's because they didn't count days and they didn't say my birthday is this day. So now I'm this old and I feel this way. When you turn 30, you say, damn, I'm 30. What have I done? Mentally, you could have a change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine if you just lived 30 years but never counted how mentally thick you would be? You would just be mentally like, yo, I've been here forever and I'm never going to die. And when I die, it's truly my time. It's not, oh, well, look, when people die, what we say? How old was he? 80. Natural causes.
Good life. And if they die young, they say, damn, he was only.
Right, but think about the guys that look at Kevin Samuels. Nobody said, damn, 57, that's young. I didn't see one tweet. Of saying, gone too soon. Because
he was gone too soon, though.
He was. Dog, look at Samuel L. Jackson. 74, still out here offering something to the world.
Yep.
So my thing is like, 56 is soon. But I'm just saying, because of all of our concepts of birthday and time, we literally look at stuff like it's supposed to happen that way. So when you're behind in your life and you paying attention to your birthday, you feel way more behind. It's almost like the teacher saying you got to do 1 through 10 for the last hour of class. You still on 1, you look up and see 30 minutes left in the... And you like, okay, so the way that I now work changes. When you're 30, 35, 40, you don't have kids yet, you haven't met anybody, look, the way you date change. The way you look at people change. Because you think, damn, I'm 40. Nobody's going to want this number. Hey, look.
But do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Because that could also be a good thing because it'll keep you...
Nah, man,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you didn't, you would think everything's fine because your 40-year-old ass is still living like a 20-year-old and you don't even know it.
I think some of y'all out there think that the person that you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life is your age. The person that you're supposed to be with is, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of way. And I think age definitely can blur some great connections. I think there could be somebody that's 3 years older than you, 4 years younger than you, that will be perfect for you. And I think sometimes I've let age, tell me you haven't let age push some opportunities away. You know what I mean? Like, or say age didn't affect how you thought somebody was going to work.
Yeah. I've stereotyped people via hiring.
I'm about to say.
Like that. Just naturally thinking, He's 47.
Mm-hmm. And we're not even going to talk about it. Same sense. Somebody can say, oh, he's only 18. You too young.
Yep, 100%.
So really you're immediately judged based off of who you are, based on your age. Oh, you only 18? Oh, you haven't been through shit. Well, how you know that he's that type of 18-year-old, you know?
Right, yeah.
So it's like, I think if we didn't count our age, we wouldn't be looked at as these, oh, you still a boy, or oh, you're a this, you're a that. It would just be all about who you actually were. You're like, what you actually offer to the world. It wouldn't be about how long you've been here and where you're about to go. Because, oh, you how old? Oh, then that means you should be doing this, and that's what people do.
But that keeps you accountable, though. Because sometimes you do need that gut check, that 21 check, that 30 check, that 40 check.
But then your life
like, all right,
is
you're
be,
40.
If you weren't paying attention to your birthday, you would never think that you were getting old. You would never think, damn, I'm getting old.
That would be an issue, though, right?
Would it?
Yeah.
Terrell,
a bunch of motherfuckers that
20 years without celebrating your B-Day?
If I went 22 years without celebrating my birthday, I don't feel like I would be in a better place. I feel like when you turn 16, it was like, or even look, when you turn 13 and you weren't 12 or tween anymore and you was a teen, you started living your life a little bit different, like a little older. You got a little bit more responsibility. When you turn 16, it was like, all right, you damn near a man.
Yeah.
18, you could buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
21, you could drink and drive. You can drink. Wow, I just said drink and drive. Never drink and drive.
Never drink and drive.
But you could drink and your driver's license get the term.
Yeah.
I feel like those are like chapters almost, or like important points in your life to give you that reminder that you should be doing more. But it does at the same time. It's one of those things where we don't know. God damn it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Just go ahead and answer and tell them that we on a pod. You know, you good. I'm going to show them the cookies.
Nah, Terrance, don't. No. We good. Don't worry about it.
And maybe you want to try one?
No. Not on the podcast. I hate when people eat on their podcast. I absolutely hate it.
All right, let's try. Let's see what we got.
You editing this podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Cookies are fire, y'all. I just had one. Man. Bone, snap the teeth.
I do think it's like a important thing, but it's almost like one of those things that we don't know. It's almost like when people say we should abolish police. I was watching Mark Lamont Hill talk about we should just get rid of policing. And
damn, who would we call?
Envy was like, but neighborhoods need to be policed. He was like, neighborhoods don't need to be policed. People just need to be safe. And then he was like, we're going to have crime, but we don't have an alternative. He was like, if all I have is a hammer, I'll see everything as a nail. Because I don't see anything else. So he was talking about bringing like a different option for people that they could take advantage of. He said, of course, when there's crime, we would have to have a system in place for like crime. But he was talking about, but it was tough for people to grasp because it's one of those things that we've never, ever done before. And I think what you're saying is kind of the same.
Oh,
yeah. It's like, we've never done it before, so it might not be a good thing. It's easy for me to say, man, I don't know if that'd be a good idea, but we really don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but when you connect certain things, like you can draw a straight line towards something and kind of see like, damn, how we've been looking at life through numbers and time, and everybody knows you're on this borrowed time. But low key, it's like, damn, if I was 20, 25, I'm turning 28 this Friday, y'all. If I turned 28 and I didn't even know I would just think that I would live. I would truly believe that when it's your time, it's truly your time. You know?
Yeah.
We wouldn't say stuff like, oh, so young. It would just be like, damn, it was his time. That was his span. That was his 9. You know what I mean?
That just made me think of this TikTok that I watched. Shout out to TikTok. TikTok is a great app that teaches you shit that you just not. You can laugh and learn shit. Shout out to them. No, we not getting no damn money from them, but just want to give them a quick shout out. Because, bro, I just watched this dude. He had a thread of like 13 videos talking about how about the power of size.
Yeah.
You ever seen them TikToks?
No.
So I want you to think about if there was one ant in here. You think you will be able to find it?
It'd be tough as fuck, but I'll find it because I can do anything.
I mean, realistically though, It would take you, if somebody said there's one ant in your apartment, you need to go find it. It would take you forever to search one corner, one room of the joint, right?
Yeah, for an ant.
For an ant. And so it would take 1.3 million ants to create the mass of a human.
Damn.
The walking mass of a human. 1.3 million ants. Right? That's how small they are.
Yeah.
But the dude was saying it takes 1.4 million Earths to match the mass of the sun. So to the sun, the Earth is as big as an ant is to you.
Yeah. That's why.
That's how small we are in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But we think everything is so big. You walk up to an elephant and it's like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the nigga did like 12 videos on size. He would be like, size, part 6. And the motherfucker would have a bunch of shit. Because like we're made up of atoms or shit. He was like, the human body's made up of atoms. And there's 1 million atoms in one drop of blood or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, what if we are so small to the universe.
Yeah.
Like we have no idea how little we are.
And that makes me think that we're not, this is what we were saying. Like there's Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus.
Uh-huh.
These are actual things we can see, but we've never really explored or been. But it's like, so is Saturn just there for no reason? Like Saturn is Saturn, Jupiter. We know about these places. Give them names. We are looking up saying, look at Jupiter, look at Jupiter. What if
can't do that outside? Oh, you mean like when people look
when you look at the astrology joint?
Uh-huh.
What if people in Jupiter don't even call it Jupiter? They call it something else. Not saying people in, like, I'm just saying hypothetically.
If there's life out there.
It's parts of this life we're going to live and die and never know if. That's what makes me think. I told Terrell, I don't think that there's only one me. I think there's 1 million me's living all one life at the same time. I'm sorry, this is going to sound very weird. There's a me from 1960. There's a me from 1800. There's a me from 2400 or something. You know what I'm saying? There's a me in every universe. I don't know. Just because I saw that movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, I just like starting to believe that. Like, damn, like, I was telling her, you know how you have that dream or you have a vision that you was this basketball player, or you could have a dream that you had a food truck. These are like different alternate yous that is like, yo, that really could be you. Like,
yeah.
I was being real conspiracy theory with Terrell, and I said, what if when you go to sleep and you dream, and you have this dream that you're the president, what if you just went to the universe in which you were the president? And if you get shot in a dream, what if that was just the end of you in that one universe? Like, I got shot in one of my dreams. I was with Terrell and my sis, and I remember looking at my sis over me. And I remember thinking, after I woke up, like, what was she about to do? Like, what was she going to do without me?
Uh-huh.
And I can see her today. But in my dream, I just watched that happen. And my thing is this. Like, you feel like you didn't die yet, right? You have never experienced death. You, the person that's listening to this. Have you not? Never died in a dream before? People say, oh, well, that wasn't real because, I woke up. Okay. So when you die from this way, in this world, low key, if somebody would have come in right now with a shotgun and just blast me right now, it wouldn't be the first time. Somebody in my dream has walked in and did that before. If you fell off of a building while you were falling, it wouldn't be the first time. I fell off a building 1 million times in dreams before.
But you didn't feel that shit.
Okay, bet. You're not going to feel when you fall off this time.
Nah, you was going to feel it, Terrance. What if you died?
Kobe Bryant died in that helicopter. I guarantee you didn't feel not an inch of it. You just gone in a flash. I've had a dream where a nigga is cutting me and I'm not dying.
But you didn't
and
feel
I don't
pain.
die, and I feel the pain, and then I wake up. Not every dream.
Yeah, you're right.
All I'm saying is this: I'm being completely ridiculous
not
right
ridiculous.
now. But it's just like that's where my mind be going. I'm like, damn, like we are only gonna. They say you only live once. Like that's what we always say. You only live once. You only get one shot. Do you? What are you? You know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker gonna wake up in heaven and be like, damn.
Am I gonna wake up in heaven? Not an atheist, yo. Not a non-believer. I'm just saying, questions like that aren't ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
That's some real.
That's a question that is what I'm waiting to see. That is what I'm waiting to see. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what it goes back to when we were saying about deja vu? Like when
I'm not waiting to see that. I'm so sorry. I'm not waiting. I will take forever to see that. I don't want to see that no time soon. Let me knock on some wood.
Right. But bro, remember we were talking about deja vu when we was like, yo, the most random situation. You've seen it before. How?
Yeah, you're right.
I had a dream last night. This gay dude came in my dressing room and said, are you ready to go on? Because they've been waiting for you. And I said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm ready. I've been waiting for y'all. He said, okay, well, come on. So I'm following this nigga. And he's like, you're walking after him. I was a supermodel. Motherfucker, I'm walking down the joint. I see you, mom, and dad. And I walk out to my boy downstairs because he's a fashion show. It was just like that, DC Fashion Week type shit.
Yeah.
But I'm a model walking. And then look, in my dream, after I left the joint, I was at this resort I went to in December.
Right.
But you was there. Weird as fuck. And then I woke up. It's weird as shit, bro.
But you know what? I be thinking that's like your mind. That's your mind that's building that, though. You know?
But you know what? The same way, I just showed my girl. My girl just watched. My favorite movie is Inception. My girl never seen it. So I made her watch this past Friday. Mm-hmm. Mind you, so we went to see Everything Everywhere all at once in the theater. Then we saw Doctor Strange. Then we watched Inception. So our brains are just fucked.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way somebody built my dream, you know how they built the dream and they fucked it up and the dude hand was like, this is not my carpet. So I'm still dreaming.
Yeah.
I feel like I had that exact same moment because I was like, why the fuck would I be doing this? This is not real. And then I woke up.
Yeah.
Soon as I said this shit not real, I woke up. What if you're in a just perfectly crafted dream right now?
It was just perfectly crafted. And then when I wake up, it's like, I tell Terrell all the time, you probably said this on the podcast. It's like that episode of Rick and Morty where Rick sat down and said, yo, do you want to play this game? Rick brought Morty to the game and said, you want to play this game? It was like something called Bob. The game was called like Bob. And in the game, he said, you'll only play for 10 minutes or you'll only be playing for 4 minutes, but it'll feel like a lifetime. And like everybody is standing behind Morty watching just his number go from 1 to 2. And it just goes all the way up. And they be like, oh, he lived to be 58 years old.
He ended up dying because he went back to something. He was like, you went back to the...
Yeah, in the game, Morty lived a whole life. He had a wife. He had kids. He worked at a bookstore. He ended up something happening, so he left the bookstore. Then ended up going back, and then
he ended up dying in the bookstore.
And then when he woke up, Rick was right there and was like, "You went back to the bookstore? Like, why would you do that?" And he was like, "Damn, but look, you made this many years." And I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy." Like he lived a whole life and just woke up to
It was 4 minutes too.
It was only 4 minutes. And if you saw that Black Mirror episode where that dude played that game for 6 seconds, it's almost like your dreams are like examples of your life's possibilities. Or I'm not even gonna say that, your potential. Because I always think potential is a positive word, but potential is also negative. You have the potential to be famous the same way you have the potential to be killed. You have the potential to be rich the same way you have the potential to go broke. Like, and your choices make up that. And I think your dreams give you like these insights into what your potential could take you from both sides.
Nah, for sure.
When you say, damn, I had this dream, I was with this. Look, you can say, I had a dream, I had a white girlfriend, I had a whole bunch of mixed kids, I had a whole family on this side that was, you like, damn, I can't even, not like that's a bad thing, just like, I can't believe I was living that life.
Yeah.
Like I had a whole family. You know what I'm saying? We was golfing, I was rich, I had you know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, that could just be your brain showing you that you do have the potential to be that. If you have a dream that, you had a dream that you was walking on a runway.
I had a dream I was a model.
You could manifest that. You could take that and say, okay, I have the chance to do it because my brain is showing me that I can do it. If you dream it, and low also, key. Yeah.
And your nightmares, like if you dream you in the wrong neighborhood and get shot somewhere, your brain telling you that could happen.
You know how many times I be thinking about shit because I've had a dream? Mm-hmm. You know? Let me lock this door. Because I've had a dream of some dumb shit. Or I wake up in the middle of the night or say something because I thought I had a dream.
And as much as I watch TV,
right, as much as I'm locked in, I don't know. I didn't mean to go down a real big rabbit hole, but I love the conspiracy talk, love the deep.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit. This is bullshit. This is, you know how people hear stuff like that, they don't like it. But look, just a segue, we had some horrible, unfortunate news happen. Young Thug and Gunna were among 25 plus arrested under this 80 plus page indictment full of charges. They basically trying Young Thug as the leader of the Young Stoner Life gang. Oh, I don't know if it's Young Stoner Life. I think it's Young Slime Life. I'm sorry.
I think it is Stoner Life.
Nah.
YSL?
YSL is Young Slime Life. The gang.
I don't know. YSL.
YSL is, because look, this is that slime shit. That's why, like, the songs that, this is what I was going to say. A lot of this is coming from things that were collected from songs and things posted on social media, y'all. It's a crazy, crazy case. This isn't them seeing Young Thug going to a trap house. This isn't them seeing Young Thug riding in a car on some Mallo shit. Mallo and Chris and Snoop. Oh, yeah, we seen him with them. Nah, this not really like that. There's some of that, but.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's some stuff that for Thug is wild. For some of the other people, it's just affiliation, which is what RICO was all about.
Yeah.
A RICO is basically it's like a culmination of evidence behind a movement. It's not just this person. You know what I'm saying? RICO normally involves multiple people. And if you get hit, it's because you have an affiliation to something that's already, you know what I'm saying? And so for somebody like Gunna, they got Gunna because they said he has a YSL pendant that he wears on his chain. And he has some lyrics or some shit.
Yeah, Gunna got a...
Thug, though, Young Thug might be finished. They said that, just like the example that they gave was like, if your girl, imagine if you cheat on your girl and she already has text messages, talk to the girl you cheated with, locations, she's got screenshots and everything before she even comes to you with it. They said that's basically what RICO was like.
And I have it here, some of the, I got the songs that they're getting them for because it's that, yeah, you're right. Like, I heard Thug is definitely in some deep water, but I also heard that they're going to have a lot of trouble and they're going to have to really be precise. This jury is going to want to see actual evidence that Young Thug is responsible for this and not just saying... No, because look, they trying to say, oh, because he said this in a song. They said that normally before, without RICO, you can't present or really use song lyrics and media and stuff like that. But they said the RICO helps them be able to use this, but they said it's still going to be tough to kind of really say, but because you said this in a song, you're guilty.
But remember, with Thug, they said, I think it might have been DJ Academics that was reading the
indictment.
The joint.
Yeah.
They were saying, I don't know if this is true, but they were saying that they had Thug on the phone since 2019. They've had his phones tapped, and they have him answering the phone after people have made hits type shit.
Damn.
And if that's the case,
he's done.
He might be finished.
I just wanted to read off some of the...
but yeah, read off some of the lyrics, because honestly, and
it's funny because I fucking love the songs that they named. Slime Shit. You know what I'm saying? Slime Shit is from... I know it's from a Slime season. It comes right after...
Slime Season 3.
Yes, the best one. One of them. You're right, not the best one. Maybe. You know, we'll have the argument whenever time. Mm-hmm. But I'm just looking at these lyrics. Bitch, I'm true to this. I done put a whole slime on 100 licks. I know that part.
Yeah.
Anybody featuring Nicki Minaj. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that body. That's not gonna help you out, Thug. Just how it is.
I told him shoot 100 rounds.
Damn. Like he trying to movie the body. Yeah. Like, it's like, damn, if you line this shit up to him being a savage and ordering hits, I just listened to Just How It Is. Ooh. No, that's not that joint.
That is it.
It is. Because I listened to it in the gym and I said, damn, I listened to Young Thug in the gym, y'all, all Young Thug with my workout. I felt like a slime. I said, they going to have to come and get me.
Out of the gym.
Out the gym. Look, y'all really be slime. These niggas really be slime. Slatty, Ski. This was the one that got Gunna for. I took the FN on me. I call Nietzsche. It's a Glock he keep.
Yeah.
My Duke rolling 60s, he locked in C's. You can't say shit like that, and now they got cases on y'all? You said what? Bet.
Nah, for real.
Bet.
Yeah. And honestly, you know what I was going to say? It's crazy that they have them songs up there. Because I was telling John Denton this, and if you haven't seen the interview that, we did, we kind of chopped it up about Kendrick and just a bunch of stuff over on John Denton's YouTube channel. Shout out to him. But art imitates life. And so people rap about what they really do. And I was telling him, like, these kids that come out and they're like, bet I'm about to rap. And like, we were just laughing at Lil Tecca for saying, he was like, I don't have no straps for nobody for that. What's that song we talking about? I got red, I got blue, what you want. Yeah, that joint.
I fucking love it. Let me just tell y'all, I fucking love that song.
Great song. But he even came out and said, look, I don't have no straps. And it just goes to show that these new kids, they come up and they listen to these people. You know how many people have a career behind Young Thug? Young Thug has pioneered a whole generation of people focusing on how they sound and, rapping this way. And so he's talking about shit that he's really doing. And it's like the cardinal double-edged sword because people want authenticity in rap, and these labels will sign you knowing that you're doing this and give you the stage to be successful. But at the same time, your life ain't changing. So you do own a portion of that. But these motherfuckers do be rapping about shit that they really do.
Damn, did they get my man who was on slime shit?
Well, slime.
Maniac don't have a mind. Because
a lot of them bitches, a lot of them snitches, a lot of them dropping a dime. That's his name
I came to this point in my life. Well, I just want Yak Gotti. Did they get Yak Gotti? This nigga definitely has said, hold up.
Terrance, don't be reading all the crazy lyrics and they listen to our podcast and go get Yak. Make sure they didn't get him first before you say.
No, look, they have his lyrics right here written down on the joint, and I know that he's featured on slime shit. And these are his lyrics right here. Why
are you trying to read his lyrics?
In the VIP, and I got that pistol on my hip. You did. You playing that I hip. You did.
Now they're about to say,
his shit.
Thanks, Mallory Bros. We're going to go pick up Yak Gotti.
Nigga, these are already in the evidence. This nigga Yak might already be.
What if he ain't? I don't know why them niggas are saying that on their podcast.
Look, they gonna go get y'all man Drizzy too. What did Drizzy say? Why sell or put a nigga 6 feet? Hey, Aubrey, let us have a conversation with you real quick.
You know what? It's actually very kind of, even though it's kind of like shocking and it's just like, oh shit, it is kind of like fucked up. It's super fucked up that this is happening. You know what I'm saying?
It really is. Like,
they talking about going after Lil Baby for the 4PF shit. Like, the RICO laws were made to go after the mafia. Now they going after rap groups.
I'll tell you this, though. If this gang is raining terror down in LA, down in Atlanta, and you up there talking about YSL shit, look, free the judge, YSL, live that mob life. That's lyrics written. Yeah, that's your shit on here.
Nah, like, for real. You gonna get tired of that lady? She is not fucking around.
You think these motherfuckers not spinning these tracks after they do what you say? Can you imagine? This is me just being hypothetically, and this is me being ridiculous, but we being open on this podcast. 100 weeks. Imagine you was in that mob. Imagine you was in that YSL gang as a shooter. Or as a hitman, and this nigga Thug drop music, you gonna hear that shit different. Imagine, and this is gonna be ridiculous. Imagine you somebody hitman and he say, I send my nigga Rail the cheese to catch the rats and send my nigga Rail the cheese to catch the rat in traps or something like that, and you just know that
that's fire. That'd be fire, muscle. But
and it will cause you, it's fueling this dangerous lifestyle. You need what? I got you, because I want to be on the next track.
And rappers do that often. Drake does it. Rocks will do you filthy for me if I give him the nod. We done seen you with over your rocks in pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just like but you know what? art, like I said, art imitate life. So people really rap about their lives.
Yeah.
But as the lady said in Atlanta, they asked her, she said, we use songs, we use your art, we using your Instagram, your social media, everything, if we trying to go after you. And OGs, like, did you see Wallow? That clip of Wallow warning Thug?
I didn't get to watch it. I saw them say that Wallow guessed the entire thing.
Wallow predicted the whole thing, and he said, you're going to gamble away, or he said, you'll finesse yourself out of your bag behind
these niggas.
He said he was talking about how y'all getting the money that can change your family's life. So don't finesse yourself out of the bag, still chasing the street shit, basically what he's saying. He said, if you can get out, then get out.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's like, how many hood movies we gotta see? How many movies do we have to see where the shit never ends well?
Yep.
And my thing is this, man. For the people who are broke, we not cool. We don't have a whole bunch of money. We don't got real YSL. We don't got the brands and the deals that these niggas can get. Why even bother, Thug? Like, come on, bro. I understand being in too deep that you can't get out. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? However, It's like, damn, it just make it feel like, I really hope you not out here sending fucking hits, nigga. You supposed to be this person who's like out of that. No way. But you know what? If Nipsey Hussle was still alive, I done brought Nip up a lot in this podcast. Mm-hmm. I promise you they was trying to get Nip on this same type shit. I promise you. Nipsey's last tweet was, when you have powerful enemies, it's a blessing. Having powerful enemies is a blessing. And I am in firm belief that one of them enemies he was talking about was the LAPD. And I think that what we was doing was so big, we got to find something on this man to stop this man. Because fuck him, we haven't liked him for years.
Yep. But
I think with Thug, if you make it easy, I mean, you on this joint definitely giving it up. This nigga, they got this nigga Yak Gotti's whole verse, and I know the end of that song.
You know what's crazy, Terrance? Do you even know if they got Yak Gotti? This is crazy.
I said his verse. This man is a huge Yak Gotti fan.
Nah, they did get Yak Gotti yesterday. They did. May 11th.
I'm about to say he's in that YSL camp. I wonder who else got him. I wonder if they got fucking his girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, damn. We all was on the album saying YSL. He told us to say that shit.
Nah, for real.
I just wanted to be on the project. But yeah, man, crazy news. Of course, we hope that, you know what I'm saying, the right justice is served. You know what I'm saying? If they out here taking niggas out, I mean, we hear about the YFN Lucci hits, and they say the Thug might be behind that. Definitely not trying to support anybody that's on some fuckboy shit. But then we also still trying to support people who have made a big impact in our culture and in hip hop. So we just gotta wait to see how that unfolds. But praying for everybody. Prayers up.
For sure.
On this Tech Corner Turn Up episode 100. It's good to see the Tech Corner coming back, and we getting real lit because we got some good info today. Look, wow. Apple has discontinued the iPod Touch and all iPods, believe it or not. After 20 years.
That Touch was the last one to go.
Touch was the last one to go. They've completely disbanded the iPod, and I wanted to just talk about how if it wasn't for the iPod, y'all, we would not have iPhones. We have to give the respect to the OG, the iPod. Some of y'all might not have been there for that fat-ass classic iPod, but that bitch fit like a million songs. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. With the little
fluidity of the scrolling, and the button. The shuffle. Not going to get into all of them, but one thing I did want to say is like just a fun fact. The iPod came out in 2001. The dude that named the iPod was this guy who was not a screenwriter, but he was like a writer. But like worked with Apple, and him and a bunch of people were trying to go public with the iPod. And he came up with, they didn't call it iPod yet. He was watching the 2001 A Space Odyssey when, what was the dude's name? He heard the phrase, open the pod bay doors. And he felt like that was dope. Like, okay, open the pod bay doors, and the pod bay doors were like these, something on this like this spaceship. It doesn't look like an iPod, but I just thought it was dope that's the origin of the iPod. It came out in 2001, and the origin for the name came from One of the best movies arguably that ever came out that year, 2001 Space Odyssey. Yeah.
Dope.
We use Apple Podcasts and Apple Music every day now. Believe it or not, the first iTunes music store came out in 2003, 4. And that's where you could only buy music. That has now been amped all the way up to what it is now with like the App Store and all of that it became. It all started with iPod. So, turn up iPod, bullshit. Farewell, did us right, but like that just kind of goes to show legacy, right?
And if you got one, hold on to it. Sell that motherfucker in a couple years if it still works.
Yep, just a quick streaming update. I wanted to say this. Netflix has 220 million subscribers. Disney Plus has 90 million. Well, I'm rounding. They have 87 million. Mm-hmm. And HBO Max has 77 million. I only bring that up to say the competition's getting thick.
No, it is. Amazon Prime is second.
Amazon Prime is up there. And, they said Netflix just lost 200,000 subs.
Yeah.
Wow, Disney Plus just gained 7 million. They just said. So that was something that I just wanted to give y'all an update on, that the competition's thick. And last,
for
the streaming sites, it's getting up there.
And Netflix is not helping themselves.
Yeah, can't rely on one these days. You used to be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to get Netflix, I'm going to get this. Or I'm not going to get that, I'm going to get this. Now you like need all of them. Twitter will soon allow you to do pictures and videos in the same feed. That's not huge news, but I know we all do pictures. But I'm sorry, in the same post.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could post a picture next to a video. And that's something that you normally can't do. But they're working on what's called multimedia posts, believe it or not. So that's something that's coming. I know we all use Twitter. And then last but not least, did you hear that they said Texas banned filters on Instagram? There was a lawsuit apparently in Texas where they went up against Meta. They sued Meta because they said that certain filters were like scanning faces and something about privacy. So apparently you cannot, if you live in Texas, y'all tell me if it's true or not, Texas folks. Apparently if you live in Texas, no Instagram filters.
What?
Yup. I saw that today. That Instagram filters were banned in Texas because of some lawsuit with Meta in Texas.
That's ridiculous, Texas.
Yeah, it is, but I'm like, damn, what are they on? Because what if Maryland or somebody get on that and they like, all right, everybody know it. With no filters, we just regular up there.
I don't really use filters that much either. That would be anyway. And look, just use your own app. Download VSCO or something like that.
Damn, can you imagine a world without filters? You can't do this face, no filter shit.
Oh, it would be very different.
It would be different. It would be more honest.
Men and women, for all of us. Yeah. All right, so the NFL schedule, I want to say, is coming out tomorrow.
Which means it's out.
Which is Thursday. The NFL schedule is out.
Mm-hmm.
My Broncos, they announced the Christmas game. My Broncos play the LA Rams, and we're going to bust y'all ass. I'm just telling you, just straight up like that. I'm sorry. We're going to bust y'all ass on Christmas Day.
And he's saying that with the LA Rams colors on right now, a very bold
Save this clip. We're going to bust y'all ass. Papa Russ, D-line is solid. O-line is solid. Receiving core solid. We just got to stay healthy. If we stay healthy, we're going to bust y'all ass. If we get hella injuries, then we'll see. But right now, starting roster, we're going to bust y'all ass. That's all I have on that.
I can't wait to see who we
play first
and how our schedule gets panned out. I'm very nervous about it because we tend to get done dirty. Y'all Washington fans, I'm sure y'all see our dirty schedule with all the L's. We got our opponents, though. But
they said that y'all have the easiest schedule in the league coming up, tied with the Dallas Cowboys.
This is my thing.
And they were saying Dallas always has an easy fucking schedule, and then they're going to think they're so good. But honestly, having to play the NFC East gives you an easier schedule. But honestly, we don't know what they expect from the Giants this year.
And that's why
we don't know what they expect from the Eagles this year.
The Eagles are going to be beasts this year. I'm terrified of the Eagles this year. A.J. Brown, y'all saw that Smith is coming. Last year, he was catching on very fast. Yeah. So, and then you have Hurts who can move.
Yep.
Then we got to play the Cowboys.
And then they got
who have Dak and...
What's that dude? Dallas Goddard?
Goddard, yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that tight end?
They got him.
He's a beast. The defense ain't bad. They got Darius Slay, don't they? Don't they got Darius Slay? The Eagles got Slay.
I think they do. Yeah, they do. Yep.
The Eagles got Slay. They got a nice running back. Hey, all I'm gonna tell y'all. Remember last year when it seemed like everybody's schedule was easy, but then certain teams would be good as fuck?
Something on me? No.
Certain teams would be like good as hell, and it's like, damn, every game seemed like, fuck. Yep. Try and get down the field on these niggas. So they say we got an easy schedule, but we'll go out there and you know it was crazy. What? We were supposed to have a number one defense. We had this beastly defense, and it just really was just embarrassing. We were just getting cooked.
Dan Orlovsky came out and said, "Are we all kind of sleep on the Commanders? I think we all might be."
Nah, we got some pieces coming back.
Y'all got some good. Y'all got good pieces on paper, so we'll see.
Oh, they sleeping on us. I'm just letting y'all know right now we gonna compete this year. We competing because did y'all think that we got rid of a bunch of people? I mean, we did, but
y'all didn't pick up nobody though. Y'all about to be the same team plus Wentz.
Man, we picked up Wentz, and we got some young guys. Trust me, watch. We got folks coming back. Curtis Samuel, 2 9s coming back on that field. It's a difference when them 2 9s on that field.
We didn't see it last year.
It was a difference. He just didn't have sacks. I'm sick of y'all. Chase Young was making a difference on that field. He didn't have the numbers. When Vaughn's black ass was out there and not getting sacks, y'all saw his impact.
He was getting.
Because you know what? Y'all didn't see his impact. Trade him, and now guess what he got? Super Bowl ring.
Still heartbroken by it.
He's not.
But look, the only other thing I have is Tom Brady. Tom Brady signed a deal with Fox Sports. 10 years.
I saw that.
$375 million as soon as he finishes playing.
That's crazy.
And he will take over at Fox as their lead analyst when he's done. He's made a total of, they combined all his contracts from the NFL. He's made $333 million while playing football in the NFL.
Yeah.
His 10-year contract with Fox for 10 years is $45 million more than that. $375 for 10 years versus $333 for your 19? Crazy.
And my thing is like, what a dope life.
Yeah.
You get to go and you still so connected to the game, but low key you don't have to do the, I'm grinding every day and night trying to work on my game. You can actually kind of be more of a family guy with the regular job. Man, enjoy it, man. We got to watch Kobe really bask in that after career glow of investing and writing, and we needed
doing movies,
that. We really needed him. So like, I'm happy to see that Tom Brady's not going to go off to an island and just say, fuck it, I got rings, I'm going to do my own thing. I like that we'll still have him in the game. Like, I love that we'll still have that.
Yep. And honestly, I'm kind of like, is he going to be good at it? But he's Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying.
He should be fine.
Yeah. He'll pick. Well, you're right. If Romo can do it, I think Tom Brady can do it if he has the likeness of Romo. I think that Romo has a certain likability that works with him in that booth. But that's great news.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all I got for sports. But I did want to ask you what you thought about Gilly saying that Lil Durk was the new generation's Jay-Z.
Hold on, wait. Before we get there, sports-wise, you don't want to talk NBA?
Not really. I mean, I don't really. Nothing's happened yet. None of the series are over. I mean, Ja's hurt.
I don't want y'all to think
Celtics are getting ready to be out.
My Celtics just lost.
Well, look, you know what? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to let you rock with the NBA shit because I just be like, who playing? Oh, all right.
I just want y'all to know that we still tuning in every night to these games, checking them out. My sister Kelly loves the Grizzlies and John Morant. John Morant not playing with the Grizzlies right now, but look, I'm looking at this TV right now, y'all. It's 71-46 in the first quarter. And this is against Steph, Clay, and Draymond all on the court right now. And they have no John Morant.
It's almost halftime. I don't count out the Warriors, though.
71 points on the Warriors.
At home. Honestly, they up 3-1. I expect them to win this game. Then they're going to lose.
Yeah, they playing with all they might, but look. Yeah, okay. Warriors, especially y'all three, Draymond, Clay, and Steph, y'all know a little something about being up 3-1 and it not working out. So
there's no LeBron on that other team, though.
It don't matter.
It does matter. That is a big variable.
It is, but low-key, I feel like once you break one, hey, look, lose this game and think it's sweet. Because now that you look, if you lose this game and make it 3-2, you let them win the next one? Oh, yeah. Series might be over.
Warriors 4-2. If they make it out of this.
And y'all know my pick was the Warriors.
28 to
that's all we got for the sports. What else we got, Terrell? Nothing else?
I asked you what you thought about Gilly saying that Lil Durk is the new Jay-Z for the new kids.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Lil Durk being a new Jay-Z.
Do you think Lil Durk is the new generation's Jay-Z?
No.
Per Gilly.
No, Gilly. And you're the coolest, but no, bro. I think Jay-Z was a nigga that was just fucking paid. Like, I was wearing, what he say? I was wearing that platinum before y'all had that. What he say?
We were drinking Cristal when y'all thought it was band shit.
Yeah, I was wearing that platinum. Y'all thought that shit was something and shit. Like,
Y'all
that nigga had bread before he got in the game. That nigga got in the game low-key at our age right now. If I start rapping right now, it's like me being Jay-Z. And I want you to think about how smart you were at 27. Can you imagine if you was real mad street smart and street rich? I'm going to just rap and put my words together, even though I already been doing this a little bit.
Yeah, man. That's why when you go listen to even when you go listen to Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah. Look at what he was able to do with what he did.
He doesn't sound like a young boy ever in his career.
Ever.
He don't. He just got old. I mean, it's tough to compare.
No way.
Dirk to Jay.
Sorry, Dirk, and I love Dirk, but I think
for the new generation, you don't think?
For the
who would be there? Jay-Z, J. Cole.
The Jay-Z for the new generation will probably be Drake. You know?
Oh yeah, the guy that talk money.
The guy that
is the best.
I mean, what would make Dirk the new Jay-Z? I feel like Jay-Z was just that guy. Like, Dirk has been consistent for years, but like, we seeing Dirk pop now. This man Dirk been making music since like 2013, 14.
Nah, you're right. He
been making music since he had the short hair. So, I fuck with Dirk. Y'all know I fuck with Smirky out. 72-20 shit. Huh?
I have nothing to say.
But y'all know I fuck with Dirk. It's just, he's not the next Jay. I'm sorry. Hey, look. I don't know if you want to do this, Terrell. We're going to do a shot for the podcast. If you still listening.
Who doing a shot? I can't drink, bro.
I know you're not, but we still going to do something.
I'll do water.
A toast. That's what we'll do. We're going to do a toast. If you want to do alcohol, if you want to drink a shot, if you in your car and you got your tropical smoothie or McDonald's Sprite or whatever. Whatever you got, we all going to do this together, man, for 100 weeks. Let me get something.
Ooh. What you going to do? You going to do a
little sip of water. It's not, we're not going to influence drinking.
But I would do a shot if I wasn't recovering from being fucked up.
Yeah, and I literally just don't want to do a shot right now, y'all. But what we going to do, matter of fact, should I just do a shot?
If you want to do a shot, you can. I'm doing water. Do water.
Maybe we just do we just do a Casa shot.
Nah.
Water. Just do water.
Gut health.
Nah, it's never. I mean, whatever. I feel like I could do one shot, but I'm like, nah, I'm not even trying to go there. But look, we got our drinks up high. This for 100 weeks straight. Y'all been listening. Y'all been tuning in. This not just for me and Terrell. This for everybody that's been a part of this journey and is going to be a part of the next 100 episodes. You did?
That's right.
My God.
On cam.
And that's all she wrote.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
There you have it, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who's listening. Shout out to all the listeners worldwide. We 100 weeks in.
And let this just be a lesson. It's just more so, like I said, it's bigger than 100 episodes. I'm somebody, to me, like, that worked a job, that I ignored my passion. I ignored what I believe is my calling for a long time. And I gave a lot of my time to people that I would say, I gave more than than what was deserved. I was telling Terrance that mindset of people saying, I work, 40 hours, he worked 40 hours, I'll push out 100 boxes, he only push out 20, we get the same paycheck because we make the same. I'm not doing that. People that have that mindset, and we talked about the Great Resignation, like I was given 100 no's.
Yeah.
I was given 100 no. Nah, you're not ready. Nah, no, not you. That shit pointed me to my passion. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now I got 100 episodes.
I fuck
so
with
it's
that.
it's bigger than anything for me when it comes to that.
Yeah,
let this be a lesson that you could do some shit.
Mm-hmm. And it ain't gonna be pretty the whole way. You ain't gonna have an immaculate 100, man. We got some ugly 100s. Even a recent one. That one we just did.
Which one?
I don't know which one we did, but I said fuck this episode of this podcast. I was a recent one, y'all. But yeah, man. 100 weeks. I'm just so grateful for the people that's listening, man. And we gonna go 100 more.
100 more. Next time, y'all listen to that Kendrick. Let me know what y'all think. Next time. 100 weeks. Brady. Taking a break next week.
These cookies, though.